Once you've created your Edpuzzle account and you have logged into it, you're going to land on a page that looks very similar to this. This is the Edpuzzle landing page. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see a number of different menu options, which we'll go into. And then at the top, you will see a banner, and this banner will always remain at the top of Edpuzzle, where you can search for video lessons that are already in the Edpuzzle database, or you can create your own Edpuzzle from a YouTube video. Now, if you're not familiar with Edpuzzle, what Edpuzzle is a place for interactive video lessons. So if you, for example, had a YouTube video that you wanted your students to watch, you could give them the link to the YouTube video, but you can't really ensure that they've actually watched the content of it. And this is where Edpuzzle comes in. Edpuzzle allows you to bring in notes or questions, multiple choice or open-ended questions, and you can disperse them throughout the video, and the students would then have to complete the question, the open-ended question or multiple choice question, before they could move on to the next part of the video, and then they would also have to submit whatever questions that they have answered at the end of the video. They would have to submit, and they would get a grade on it. So this ensures that the students are actually watching the content of your video. So let's explore a little bit of the landing page, and then we'll get right into searching. So on the left-hand side, you will always land on Discover, and Discover is what's going to allow you to search the Edpuzzle database for video lessons that have already been created either by Edpuzzle or by other instructors who are using this resource. Below here, Edpuzzle Originals, those are only Edpuzzle video lessons that have been created by the Edpuzzle team, and these are not by teachers around the world. My Content is going to be a very important place for you, because this is where you will be able to store any videos that you find in their database or any videos that you create that you are going to use with your students. This is a quick shortcut to get to all of them. My Network is something where you can look for video lessons that have been created by other people in the school district. Since we are a pro account, we are all connected, and you can see what others are doing. Notifications, if you've gotten any submissions from students, any important information, these will come through here. And then down here, My Classes. If you have already started using this, you will see some classes down here. These particular classes are Schoology classes, so we'll go into more of that later. And then you have a section called Archived, where if there's lessons that you're not currently using and you don't want them in your My Content, you can archive them. So let's get started and search for an Edpuzzle so you can see what a Edpuzzle actually looks like. So at the top here is where you're going to search for a particular topic that you're going to be teaching. And all you need to do is do a quick word search for it. So let's say I'm going to be teaching adding decimals. You're going to find, probably depending on your topic, hundreds if not thousands of videos. So in order to filter that down a little bit, you have some filtering options down here. So if you are going to look for videos that are just appropriate for your particular grade level, you can check that off and then save, and this will eliminate some of the other videos that may be too advanced or too easy for your students. You can also filter it down by country. The source, whether you want ones that were just made by Edpuzzle or everybody else's videos on here are mostly YouTube videos with embedded questions, and you can also filter by subject. So let's say, for example, I might want to use this video. Before we click on it, I'm going to see down here underneath it, you're going to see how long the video is. So this is 2 minutes, 15 seconds, and then you'll see a number possibly followed by an icon, and this indicates how many questions are dispersed throughout the video. So in order to see what it's all about, we're going to click on this video, and it is a very good rule of thumb to always play through the entire video that you are going to assign your students to ensure that it's appropriate and that the information is accurate. So to view the video, all you're going to do is hit play here or play here, And you will notice over here, this indicates where all of the video is going to pause at each one of these little dots, and then the students will be asked to answer a question. In this case, these are all embedded multiple choice questions. If you wanted to kind of jump down to look at one of the questions, you can click on these icons and the video would go right over to that spot, and then I could see this particular question that the students are going to have to answer before they move on. Now, if this is one that you think you may use or are going to want to use to assign to your students, what you're going to do in order to do that is you're going to click copy. And what copy does is it puts a copy of this video into your My Content folder, which we went over before. And once a copy is in your My Content folder, you have the ability now to edit it. So if you want to remove any of the questions or add any of your own questions, you can do so there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click copy. And now I'm going to click on these little 3 bars over here, and I'm going over to My Content where this copied video will now show up. So if I scroll down in My Content, you can see here is the video, and now I have it here, so if I want to make changes to do that, I can do that. So if I open that up, I have an edit button over here where I can edit the existing questions, and I can also shorten the video if I need to, and we'll go in depth in the next video on how to edit a particular video that you get from the database. But for now, I'm just going to click finish. So that video is now going to live in My Content as long as the video exists on YouTube. So this was a quick overview of the landing page of Edpuzzle and how to search for videos and then store them so that eventually you can assign them. Next, we're going to go through how to edit a video and how to go through some YouTube videos to show you how you can create your own YouTube video, your own Edpuzzle video lesson rather, using a YouTube video.